to, I think his name was Ahmad
Arbury.
Yes.
If you haven't heard about the story, back in February 23rd, I believe, Ahmad was jogging in a neighborhood, and two white guys, father and son, mistook him, they said, for somebody who they thought was burglarizing the neighborhood. And they followed him in their little pickup truck and ended up shooting and killing him. And like in broad daylight while he was jogging. And Ahmad is a black man, and these are two white men, New Brunswick or just Brunswick, somewhere around there. There were no charges pressed at all against this. Like,
for some reason.
At all. They've been living free for the last 2 months or 3 months, whatever it is.
Yeah, the people were protesting.
Yeah.
It literally took protests to want to convict people who had committed murder.
And I think today now the grand jury is going to look at it now. But it's been since February.
This is on video.
It's on video, and they've been running free this whole time. And it's just murder. Like it's just like a senseless murder. Like this man was 25 years old. He had a whole life ahead of him.
Mind his own business.
Young king in the world is jogging in the neighborhood.
Trying to better himself.
And
crazy,
they just came and followed him in the pickup truck.
We can't
then
do
shot
shit.
him.
With some self-vigilante justice that they decided to take upon themselves that they must enforce. Those people they look suspicious. They look like they don't belong. Let me go investigate.
Right. It's really sad.
It's sad. It's like
extremely disappointing.
Hopefully, I know like it won't bring anything. It won't like. Hopefully, they get justice for this because if you watch the video and if you've seen it, it's sad to watch. But this is just murder. Like there's no if and buts about it.
There's no other way around.
This is they murdered this guy in broad daylight.
Exactly right. There is no debate. I don't want to turn on Fox News when this comes on and then be like, well, Ahmad, man, he used to throw up gang signs back in high school, so he wasn't that great of a guy. Like they do shit to make somebody's image look poor and thus lessen the emotional impact of somebody's death. And I always hate when they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, again, this happened in Georgia. It's like for me, I was born in Savannah. I still have family. I literally just got back from Georgia like last month. I still have family who live there. My dad didn't live there. When me and Christiana went, like everybody's so nice, everybody's so peaceful. Like in the part that I went to, like it's just it's just Southern hospitality. They're all really genuine people. And so a place that's so condensed in my mind, so condensed with African Americans and Black people, I feel like it'd be a normal thing to have them out and about.
That's what kills the most. Like
you gotta think
it's mostly black people there,
right?
But they're mostly oppressed there.
These were once slave states, right?
Right.
Like Georgia, South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, all these states. They were once slave states.
Yeah.
And so they have ancestors who would give birth to somebody, teach them their ways, and like
it's ingrained.
It keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
So like, and then it never goes away.
It's gonna take a while before it's like how it is northern.
Yeah.
Right.
And like even though up here in Indiana,
it's not.
It's
not.
It ain't
sweet here,
yeah,
but like,
sweet here.
so like you could. I mean, you probably still can't run down the street without somebody looking at you weird.
Yeah.
And
dude, it probably wouldn't shoot you.
This place in Indiana, I still won't go by myself.
But this is still like one of my biggest fears of my life. Actually, I really legitimately have nightmares of dying from police brutality. Like it's a legitimate thing. It's happened to my brother where like he's been severe life-threatening surgery because when he was in college at Purdue, after the bar, he was mistaken for a guy that started a fight and they broke his nose in. Pieces of his bone almost got into his brain. He almost died. You know what I mean? He still can't. It fucked up his eye. He's blind in one eye now. You know what I mean? Like it sucks because they take that level of force with us, and that's just kind of the image that we have. And when it comes to the public, when it comes to people, like I cried. Tamir Rice died. The 10-year-old, I believe, he was like 9 or 10.
Down in the park, and she had like toy guns.
He had a toy. I'm like, there's no excuse for why in seconds cops drove up to the park, didn't say a word, hopped out the car within half a second, start shooting this kid immediately on site. Like I jogged on campus. We were near Ball State's campus. I jog sometimes too, but I feel scared. If I'm not jogging on campus, if I go through any neighborhoods, I feel afraid that somebody might either approach me or watch me or...
We had that friend always talking about going on walks at like 10 p.m.
I'm
like, nah, bro, it's dark outside. I'm not going for a walk or run at 10 p.m.
No.
Because like that's easy. Like you get a whoop whoop behind you.
Yeah.
Shit happens, and like now you're in that. Now you're in that.
And it's
he's darker than us.
You versus them at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're gonna win.
It's definitely like something that we gotta live with, like as black males, and like teach our kids about it too. Our cops, they're not all bad. I have family members that are cops, so I know that they're not all bad cops. It's just the system they're in. It's just fucked up, and like it sucks. And like these weren't even cops; these were just regular people. But
Right.
they're like it just sucks how there's basically two Americas. You know, there's white America and black America.
That's true.
And we have different rules that we gotta live by, and we gotta learn to live by. Like, I mean, it sucks, but that's just the way life is right now. Hopefully one day it gets better. I can see it as I get older. It gets better. But right now, I understand that as a black male, these are things I gotta do to survive everyday life.
Right, it's true, man. And I mean, people of our generation, for the most part, like it's different, you know. Like we have a lot of white friends. They would never think anything like this. But like, they might have some ancestors who would never have seen us be friends.
They might have some friends that make racist TikToks.
They might have friends. They might have friends or family members, but like, it's just sad to see it. And like, we're making strides, but it's gonna be a long time before we can walk outside and feel equal.
To further on your point, Pat, I don't know why, for some reason, in a lot of white people's image, somehow correlate with either unsafety, danger, or chaos or something. Chaos and danger. Because if you notice, because I don't know if this is the next topic or not, Pat or Walt, but the protests that's been going on in other parts of the country, it's astonishing. It is mind blowing that some people can't understand that when you see these videos of all these people who are like in the face, spitting, hitting, pushing, shoving on a line of cops, and these are all white people, by the way, and they're like harassing them, talking down to them, like fighting against them, because in their minds they believe quarantine is somehow similar to slavery and oppression and things like that, right? And this is still called a protest. There's no like any bad news, any bad press about it. However, like those same people will shout "Blue Lives Matter" anytime we try to speak our own injustices out into the world. Anytime we try to protest or gather for a peaceful reason, and they seem to like label us as a mob or as a riot and shit like that, dude. I don't like. It's you can see it. There's evidence, and people just still can't comprehend it. It just blows my mind.
I mean, people talk about all the time like how segregation was like so long ago. If you think about it, like Martin Luther King died in like 1969, I believe.
It was not that long ago.
That's when my fucking mom was born.
Yes.
So that's like, how much she is?
50 years ago.
That's right, 50 years ago. Yeah.
50 years.
Yeah. So it's just like that's not that long ago. That's like your grandparents' age right now. Your mom and dad's age right now. Like
insane thing.
So like they lived through like this shit right there. Like
having like to use a different water fountain. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's just.
It tastes like trash.
Right.
Hella trash.
Damn.
Unfiltered.
That's crazy. Like
Flint water,
we've come a long way, but like it's just we still got like quite a while to go.